Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles and welcome to Ask Think episode number 78 for Monday, December 2nd, 2013. And wow, you guys believe it? It's already December. We're getting close to Christmas. Thanksgiving was last week. So let's get started with Ask Think. Now, before we get to the questions, of course, you guys want to know how many likes and comments were on last week's video, and I don't know how many comments there were again, and I'll show you guys that in a bit. But as far as likes, there were 2,840 at the time of making this video, and Snow for AJ got the closest with a long time ago guess with 2,848 likes. And what I mean by that is there were people within like the last 5 or 6 hours that guessed closer, but I wanted to use someone who had guessed a long time ago and really guessed correctly. Now, before we get to the questions, I want to remind you to leave your question in the comments below so I can have something to answer next week. Remember, only one question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments on this video are closed, go to the most recent Ask Think and ask your question there. One more thing, you guys have been killing it with the like targets. Let's set the likes target for this video for 2,000 likes again. I know you guys can do it. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are awesome. Now, on to the questions, and the first one is from Power Penguin 60 and says, "Dear Think, correct me if I'm wrong, but can't people just look at the amount of likes on Sunday morning and guess that?" Well, yes, that is true, but like I said earlier, I'm only going to choose questions that aren't using much of an educated guess, so they're 4, 5, or 6 days ago, something like that, where they're really guessing randomly and with their own mind and not just going, I think there's 2,804, I think by the end it'll be 2,850, and then get close. Alright guys, Hoonchi asks a very important question that was asked a million times on this Ask Think, and it is, how did you react to Brian Griffin's death? Now, for those of you guys who don't watch Family Guy, Brian is the dog, and in the most recent episode, and if you, I don't know, have read any pop culture news, a lot of people are reacting to this. They killed off the dog, and people are trying to figure out if it's true or not true, and I mean, I don't know. They introduced a new character, a new dog and everything with Vinny. I don't know. I'm a little upset because I loved Brian and his sense of humor. I mean, Vinny's a little bit different in his sense of humor, but he's not the same as Brian and never will be. And the way they made it all dramatic, it might actually be true, which is, it was so sad. And I really thought that Stewie was just going to go and get those capacitors and start his time machine up and go and save Brian, but he didn't. So we'll have to wait till next week because there wasn't one this week. Saints Row fan asks, what day do you usually pick the questions? Well, that depends. It used to be I would always pick them on a Monday morning, but now with the way that the Google Plus comments are going, I have to choose them, well, not every day, but the first 2 days I definitely do, and I check in every once in a while and look for more because the comments tend to disappear and I can't find them. So I have to keep checking back, so I pretty much pick questions on any day. Matthias Johansson said, "Think now that it's possible to post comments way longer than 500 characters, will you pick questions in comments that are, for instance, more than 2 common A4 pages long? Because I'm struggling with the length of my comments, they're simply too long sometimes." Well, I think that might be a little bit too long, but that is one of the things that I do actually like about the comment system. It's that you aren't limited to 500 characters. Of course, that can also be a problem when someone wants to just paste the same sentence all in caps and it makes a comment the length of the page. That's kind of a, not so great, but I do like that if you wanted to post a nice long comment informing someone something or thanking someone for something or anything like that, you can, and it's not limited to 500 characters. That said, we get to Pancake 3213's question, and it's, think whenever I post a comment, why does it disappear? If you're reading this, it kind of answers my question because it doesn't delete. Thanks for your time. Well, this one didn't delete, but they do delete, and I want to show you guys that right now. As you guys can see, there's the comment count. It says all comments. I click on it, and the all comments number changes somehow, and then I scroll down, press show more, and keep going all the way down to the bottom. And of course, it says there are 3,000 something comments, but as you can see, as I get to the bottom, there are not. There are only, I would say, less than 500 comments on this page, and the rest are gone. I can't recover them, and as you guys can see, it says only 5 days ago, and at this point, it should be 6 days ago. So basically, all of the questions from the first day are gone, and that's not cool, and that's why I have to keep looking back, because somewhere, I have no idea, they disappear into some weird, I don't know. I don't know why this is happening, but it's a huge problem. Huge problem, and it's very disappointing. I don't really know what to do other than to keep checking back on the Ask Think questions. And, you know, to those of you guys who post comments and your questions don't get answered, this is one of the reasons, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm so sorry. Shadow Ninja 139 asks, do you go to Starbucks? Well, I try not to. And the reason is, while Starbucks has better coffee than a lot of places, it doesn't have great coffee by my own standards. I kind of take pride in my coffee and espresso making abilities like cappuccinos and stuff. And I like to think my coffee's a lot better than Starbucks, so I would much rather go home and make my own. Hammer1755T says, think you said in one of your Hunger Games videos that your wife doesn't like chicken because she saw a chicken being killed, but she's not a vegetarian. Is she afraid of any other meats? Well, she's not afraid of chickens. It's just, I think that when she eats it, it makes her think of the chicken slaughterhouse and it kind of grosses her out. So she doesn't eat it. I have seen her eat it very rarely, probably twice in the last 10 years or so. But no, she's not afraid, or she doesn't not eat any other meats. Connor Donahue says, hey Fink, how are you so perfect at speaking? I stutter so much and you read with such enthusiasm. Well, it's no biggie. If you don't answer this, I bet you won't. Well, you would have bet wrong. I did answer it, and I'm not really perfect at speaking. If you listen to the raw recording that's linked in the description, go ahead and click it down there. You'll see that I make a lot of mistakes and stumble, especially at the beginning of this video when I was recording it. When I was making the recording, I messed up a lot. I kept saying, what was it? I forgot, but there was one word I couldn't say, and I kept saying it over and over and trying to say it, and it was really messed up. So I'm not always so perfect at speaking, but I do try to put enthusiasm into my voice and exude how I'm feeling to you guys, and be really excited, because I am really excited, and I like to portray that to you guys so you understand. But I'm not perfect at speaking. Destiny Taylor says, quick, get down, chicken, turkey, or chicken. What did you do on Thanksgiving? Noodle on. Well, on Thanksgiving, I watched the Thanksgiving Day Parade a little bit on the street with Kopi and my wife. And then we cooked stuffing, but outside the turkey, because my wife's parents were cooking the turkey, so we brought the stuffing over, and the whole family sat down and had a great Thanksgiving dinner. How about you guys? Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? Well, I guess to those of you in America who celebrated Thanksgiving this past Thursday. Chu Haley says, dear Think, are you excited that 2014 is coming and that you become 100 years old? I am not that old. I think you need to check your math. But I guess I am excited that 2014 is coming. Kanda Raonic asks, hey Fink, where did you live in Indonesia? I lived in the capital city, Jakarta. The Red Rip Red asks, do you need a license to play Monstercat music? Sort of. What you do need to do, if you don't have a commercial license for it, and they only give that to people with YouTube channels of a certain size, as long as you buy the music from Monstercat, so you buy it from Monstercat's website and you own the album, you can put it on your videos. Now that said, they will claim those, and you won't get in trouble for it, but they will take a percentage of any videos that you have monetized. So let's say that you monetize one video, Monstercat will claim that video if you don't have the commercial license automatically, and you don't get in trouble. It's not copyright infringement or anything like that. It's just that Monstercat's saying that music in the background is ours, and we deserve royalties for it. So they will take a percentage of the money that you would have earned on the video. I don't know how much or anything like that, but I do know that they've said they don't do takedowns or anything like that for people who put Monstercat music in their videos. And also, don't forget, if you do it, make sure to include the name of the song and the artist, and then it's supplied by Monstercat because they are giving you the music. Eli Dawkins asks, have you ever read the book Ender's Game? If not, read it. I haven't. I've seen a lot of advertisement for it here in New York, and I wasn't really even sure what it's about. Actually, I'm still not sure what it's about, but I'm definitely going to take your recommendation and read it the next time I'm on vacation. Walter Perez asks, think, what will you do for Christmas? Well, what we usually do is get up late, relatively late as we can sleep in, and make some breakfast and some croissants and things like that, and then have coffee, and then we sit in front of the tree and open gifts, and then we go over to my wife's parents' house and open gifts with them and have dinner. Fun Girl 563 says, think, there is this audition I went to, and I don't know if I got in or not, and I can't stop worrying. Any ideas? Oh, you're asking the wrong person about that. See, when I try out for things, I worry too. I'm just like you, and I have no idea how not to worry about it, because that's just how I am too. Hannah Malik says, think, do you like how they ended Catching Fire? Because I did, but a lot of my friends didn't. Well, it's exactly how the book ended, and it really makes you want to watch the next movie or read the next book. So I think it's a really good cliffhanger. And yeah, I remember when I read the book, I was like, oh, really? That's how this ends? Where's the next one? I want it now. Minor Clasher says, think, can you make a video of how to find good channel art? That would help me a lot. I wish I could. Unfortunately, the way I have my channel art, I had other people do it for me, and I found them through friends, and I don't know how to make my own channel art very well, or how to find good channel art other than have an artist draw it for you. I'm so sorry. Just one more diamond says, dear Thinky Noodly, has someone ever constantly, repeatedly asked their questions in every Ask Think video? If so, did you answer it just so they would stop asking it? No. Just because someone asks the same question over and over again doesn't mean I'm going to answer it, especially when there are thousands of comments on the video. When I see that question again and I skipped over it before, I'm likely to skip over it again and not just answer the question because they keep asking it. I only answer questions that I want to, or that I think you guys would want me to answer. Ashton Man10 says, think, did you get a PS4 or Xbox One? I don't know if I've answered this before or not. I can't quite remember, but I wanted to address it. No, I didn't get either one, and I'm still not sure which one I'm going to get. I don't play my current consoles. I have a PS3 and an Xbox 360. I hardly ever play them, so I couldn't justify buying either console at this point. 1999 Blue asks, what color is your Christmas tree? Green. I think what you meant is, what color lights am I going to put on it? I think, or maybe. I don't know. But anyway, as far as the lights, that's how I'm going to answer it. I'm going to put multicolored lights. I don't do just the white light ones. I like the multicolors. I don't know why. Ninja47100 asks, hey, think, why don't you play E-rated games on Xbox? Well, I do play them rarely when I do play Xbox, but I think you mean why don't I play them on my channel? And one of the reasons for that is I don't have a PVR to capture my gameplay from Xbox into the computer, so I don't have a way to even put them on my channel. Pepperflower says, busy thinking noodle. Sorry to bother you, but should I do a Let's Play on Pop Tropica or Club Penguin? And I want to do what you do when you meet the fellow penguins, but I don't want to steal your idea. Can I do it though? Yes, of course you can. You can go ahead and meet people on like Pepper Flower Friday or whatever in Club Penguin. That's totally fine. I wouldn't take any offense. I would be flattered that you would want to do something I like to do. Xena X says, think just to let you know, healthier puffles dig more. Oh, I didn't know that, and I don't know if other people knew that or not, but I'm going to keep my puffles as healthy as possible so that they dig more. And for those of you who didn't know that, make sure to feed and take care of your puffles so that they're the healthiest they can be and dig up the golden stuff, because mine are mean to me. Amanda Aguirre says, why do you always send the same postcard on Think Thursday? I don't. I try my best to change up the postcard every single Think Thursday. Sometimes I have to repeat it because I only do the postcards on the first page because it takes a lot of time to switch to the next page. So if I went to the third page and sent that postcard all the time, well, it would take me a lot longer to send postcards and I wouldn't be able to send as many, which I think would disappoint you guys more than getting two of the same postcards. So that might be what you're thinking of, where I kind of sometimes send the same postcard, but I always try my best to make sure that I don't send the same one as last time. Club Penguin Cheats and Update says, how come you have the new intro on your Minecraft channel, but your Club Penguin channel doesn't have your new intro? Well, the reason for that is because the artist only drew me that logo for my Think Noodles channel. He didn't draw it for Think Noodles 2, so I don't have a new logo for that channel. So that's why the Club Penguin channel has the old logo with the Think Noodles 2, because I drew that one myself. Well, I didn't exactly. Well, I drew some of it, but most of it is just a font. Herobrine's Deathbed says, hey, did you see the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on live or on TV? And what was your favorite balloon and song? Well, I watched a little bit of it on TV to find out where it was at the point we wanted to go and see it live. So we kind of waited a little while until it was in the spot we wanted to go to, and then we went and watched it on the street for a little while. And my favorite balloon was Buzz Lightyear, and the reason for that is he was huge. He was so wide that there were points where I took pictures and he looked like he was gonna knock the buildings over. It was awesome. Omar Ahmad says, can you tell us how to get UHC, because Mineplex does not have it? Well, the UHC plugin that we use is a custom plugin made just for us. It's not a game mode on their server for the public, at least not right now. So you can't get onto UHC like we do on Mineplex. Salvador Valdivia asks, hey, I've been having trouble with the world download with Windows. Can you do a tutorial? I can't, and the reason for that is because I don't have Windows and I don't really know how to do it myself other than what I've posted in the description on my video. I know those instructions aren't that great, but what you can do is just go ahead and Google world save Minecraft or load world Minecraft, something like that, because that's all I'm giving you is a save game, my save game, current as of whatever episode it was. I think it was 60 something, and yeah, that's the one I'm giving you, and all you have to do is figure out how to import a saved game or saved world, and that should help. That's about all I can do. I'm really sorry I can't help you more. Erica T says, my older brother says I should make a grinder in Minecraft. What is it? Well, have you watched my survival series? You know that, if you have, you know the underground place where I kill all the skeletons and I have all those books? That is a grinder, and you can make that with spiders, you can make it with zombies or skeletons. I wouldn't recommend zombies unless you can account for the baby zombies that are now in 1.7. But, and 1.6 for that matter, but the 1.7 baby zombies are smaller than 1 block, so it does make it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, he's trying to make you make a grinder, or telling you to make a grinder, which will give you items and a lot of XP, so you can get good enchantments and things like that. Night Killer 4224 says, imagine if there was a Minecraft 2. There was already. I don't know if you guys remember, for April Fool's Day, Minecraft released, or Mojang released, Minecraft 2.0, and it was an April Fool's joke, and they had some really, really funny things in there. They had their take on horses. It was before 1.6, so there weren't horses in the game, and they were just pigs, and if you fed them too much, they exploded, And they had a pink wither that was friendly and gave you hearts and all kinds of funny stuff. It was great. Hey, 74 says, did you hear in the 1.72 notes when you open Minecraft, it says there are preparations being made for name change. You might be able to get Think Noodles. Oh, that would be awesome. But I'm worried that since someone already has Think Noodles, unless that person changes their username from Think Noodles to something else, I won't be able to grab it. But hey, who knows? Lucas Demeter says, hey, Think Guy or Noodle Guy. But Think Noodles, will you try to find a mushroom island in your survival? Because I did. Are you proud of me? Yes, good job. They are very difficult to find. And I think in 1.7, they are even rarer because there's less ocean in the biomes, I think. So probably now that mine's 1.7 and now that it's amplified 1.7, I am going to have one hard time finding myself a mushroom island. But trust me, one day I will, I promise. MBC Plays MC says, how do you not hear the keyboard and mouse clicks in your video? I can hear them on other YouTubers' videos. I think it has to do with the keyboard and mouse that I use, or maybe just my microphone, or maybe a combination of both. But my microphone's really good at rejecting any sound that isn't from directly in front of it. And since my keyboard and mouse are lower than it, you can't hear it as much. If you listen really closely, you can hear it, but you gotta listen really close. Totally Asha says, hey, Think I just got Hexen and it's really laggy. Did this happen to you? And if it did, how did you fix it? And if it didn't happen to you, do you have any suggestions how I can fix it? Please fix it, Think! Yes, it did happen, and especially because when I'm recording, it takes up a lot of CPU cycles, and so Hexit plus recording was lag for me. And the way I fixed it, well, there are two ways. One of the ways, the first way, and probably the more practical way for you, is go into your settings and change the graphics mode from fancy to fast. And what that'll do mostly is fill in the leaf blocks so you can't see through them, and it'll make them solid. And all those calculations in the forests of all the trees and the leaves, it will eliminate a lot of those. And that will make a huge, huge difference, and it may be enough for you. For me, with recording, I was just having a hard time, and I actually bought a new computer. I mean, I needed one anyway, but that was the tipping point where it's like, okay, I really need one now. Hoonchi says, I found a new hide-and-seek exploit of sorts. There's a new way to get out of the map on Animal Village, but it's extremely parkour intensive. It's harder than pooping while doing a handstand. Well, I have never tried to poop while doing a handstand, but I'll take your word for it that it's really hard. And that's great that you found that, but you know how I am with parkour, and yep, I think that pretty much means I'm never, ever getting out of the map on Animal Village. Lovely Book Giraffe says, Think, did your wife get a Minecon 2013 cape? Yes, she did. She still hasn't used it yet. It's still got the link, and she hasn't applied it to her account yet, but yeah, she does have one. Sour Pickle Jar says, hey, Think, I have a Minecraft question. What does a comparator do? I have no idea how to use one. Do you know? Yes and no, not really that well, but yeah, comparators you can use to count items and it's really hard to explain, and I'm not very good at it. Your best bet is to go onto the wiki. They have very good descriptions of what things do and how to use them, and that's your best bet. It's a good start. It probably won't tell you everything about how to use a comparator, but it'll give you a good start. Adam Bakos says, can you do an amplified survival series? Well, if you watched a few episodes ago in my survival series, you'll notice that I changed the generation to amplified. So all of the new stuff is going to be in amplified mode, all of the new terrain I explore. So I'm kind of already doing an amplified survival series. It's just in my old one. Pugwee Harding says, Dear Think, I was on my channel World and I was tooling around underground and broke a block. And guess what came out? A silverfish. I don't know what to do. I have diamond boots and the rest is iron, and then I have a blue sword, diamond. Do you think I should go in or not? Well, first of all, check what biome you're in, because if you're in an extreme hills biome and the block that you mined was just regular stone and a silverfish came out, it's just extreme hills and it's not a stronghold. Now, if it was stone brick or mossy stone brick and a silverfish came out, it's a stronghold, and you could probably go in with diamond boots and iron. It's fine to go into a stronghold, but do not go into the end. Cool Cat Time says, hey, have you seen the new Catching Fire map on the Hive? Yes, I saw it the other day. I got onto the Hive and was talking to some of the admins and also a bunch of subscribers, and they told me that there was a new Catching Fire map, and I went and checked it out, and that is so cool how they modeled the movie with like the blood rain and like the, well, I guess they'd have the mob spawn, they're like the monkeys and then the lightning. I loved it. Razmeek says, what is your favorite SG map on the Hive MC server? Please put this on Ask Think. I'm a huge fan. I think my favorite SG map is still SG6. The reason for that is it's the one I played the most because it had just come out when I first started playing survival games, and I just got really familiar with it, and I don't know, I just love that map. It's not that it's the best map or the most balanced map or the fastest map, maybe not even the most fun map, it just has a special place in my heart. Nay, Ryan asks, are you rich? How do you get Ultron, Mineplex, Premium on Hive, and all those top class donations on all those servers? No, I'm not rich. And I hate to tell you, but I haven't paid for a single one of those. When you have a YouTube channel over a certain number of subscribers, thanks to all of you guys, thank you, you get the Ultron, Mineplex, and the VIP on the Hive, and on Hypixel server, you get YouTuber ranks and things like that. And those are given to you for free so that you play on the server and help promote their server. Flame Link MC says, what would you rather, stabbed in the heart or eat 5 white-tailed spiders? Okay, a spider with a tail, I can't even think about that. I hate spiders so much, and I can't imagine one with a white tail. I think, well, I don't know. I mean, I think probably both would kill me, because I think that a white-tailed spider probably really poisonous. I couldn't choose, though. Sassy Frass asks, do you love me? Of course I love you, and I love all of my subscribers. I always have said that. Zahra Farhat asks, why don't you say noodle on anymore at the end of your videos? What? I do? Let me show you. All right, guys, that's it for this week's Ask Think. Don't forget to leave your question in the comments below, and also don't forget our like target set at 2,000 likes. I know you guys can do it. You guys are awesome. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, see, I'm about to say it, noodle on!